What is up, guys? Oh boy. So, honestly, pretty rough day today. Can't even lie, man. Pretty rough day. But we did have, whatever. Anyways, we'll move on to tomorrow. So, all the live stream plays are tracked in the sheet in the description on YouTube. And what we can do is we can find some plays. So, what book do we want to start on? That's kind of the main question because honestly, there's value everywhere, man. There is value everywhere that we can kind of start locking in. So, let's just start building a slip. So, we'll start out on Underdog Fantasy. Damn, man. Fucking bumping everything. Whoa. But anyways, what I was going to say about Underdog in any sports book, honestly, is like these books, Underdog, we have, it's great. There's limitless stuff you can bet. So what we want to zone in on are, what picks actually have an edge. So you look at Device's line, this Esports line starts at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. Whatever. We got a bunch of books posting lines. Not a bunch, actually. But every other book has the line lower. 28.5. Hot Streak has the line. Not only do they have it a 1.5 lower than Underdog, but they also have the under favored -165. They have more juice towards the under. The under is the more likely outcome. So that's a play we want to be on. But what we want to do is let's find some pairs. I'll try to keep this live stream tight and let's lock in some value. And we can look at whatever books, people want. So the second play, how do people like it? Embiid. This play's not till Thursday, but I don't really have a problem with that. Josh Giddey under 21.5 PRA, so I actually like that play a lot for tomorrow. Josh Giddey, and then we have Embiid under 6.5 assists, or 5.5 assists. I apologize. And again, man, it really matters on these DFS sites how many picks you're going with. If you look at PrizePicks, these cheap assholes, they only give you a 5x payout. And Underdog gives you a 6x payout. So it really matters, how many picks are you going with? And if you look at Embiid, whatever you think, take your gut out of sports betting. That's always what I recommend. Obviously, we have to wait till Thursday, but you'll see all the books are opening Embiid. They've actually, the market's kind of moved towards his under. All the books have his under heavily favored. His under's the more likely outcome. So that's why this play is good on Underdog. Underdog, fuck, man. Fuck! So they already moved the Esports play, so we're going to have to find a replacement play, which is super annoying. Dude, how are they bumping things? It's 11 p.m., bro. They're already bumping things. But what we can do is we can, we'll find something else. Don't worry about that. Ooh. So here we have a soccer play. So this is what I'm going to lock in. Lock it in if you want to lock it in. You saw how it's 11 p.m., bro, and they already got rid of that. They already got rid of the esports play, so lock it in if you want to. But there's sometimes some pretty good value in soccer. Just data, right? I obviously follow a very data-driven approach. So you'll see BetMGM has this guy scoring a goal at +145 odds. Bodog also +145. So we know he's more likely to not score a goal, right? His over, you're getting +145, plus money, +150. So even though they're not giving you odds, it's a one-way market. Even though they're not giving you odds on the under, obviously him scoring a goal is a big underdog considering the books are giving us +145. What else? So what else do we want? Please tell me. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? So they already bumped the soccer play. I hate this book sometimes. So they already bumped. Honestly, sometimes you just can't help but laugh. It's like, how? How are you doing this? But anyways, we'll get in a play. Then we can go over to PrizePicks. Do people want to look at PrizePicks next? What am I doing, bro? So was there any other, let's go with this play. Dude, what the fuck, man? So let's check it out. Let's just get in a slip, and then we can look at PrizePicks. Anyway, sorry. I don't control when books bump lines as much as people hate and get mad at me when a book bumps lines. Believe me, I don't want them to bump lines. So you can see here, chairs in. PrizePicks has his line at 18. PrizePicks definitely the sharper book, right? Like PrizePicks, they're a billion-dollar company. They're taking a lot of bets. They're really good at setting lines. They have the line at 18, so like this is going to be the play I lock in. Clear value on the over 16.5. And then we're going to move on to, or we could go with Valanciunas under 13.5 points. So honestly, one option is you could play 4-pick entries. It 3-pick entries you want to play without insurance. 4-pick entries you want to play with insurance. But we could lock in something like this. So a 4-pick entry with insurance. And let's just get it in. Go, go, go. If you want to tail, this is what I'm locking in on Underdog. And I'm aware it looks like the most random slip of all time. But if there's value, I don't really have a problem with it. So 4-pick entry with insurance. Let's go. What book do people want to look at next? Also, so many plays in these live streams. All the live stream plays you'll see, tracked in the sheet in the description on YouTube. Today was not that good. Can't even lie, man. I wish it was. And it looked beautiful. I mean, we had a lot of good-looking slips. Sometimes that's just how it is. But again, I never change my process. I always follow the data because that's how you make money long term. And what we can do is, what's up, guys? How's everyone doing? What book do people want to look at? Fuck. Embiid was supposed to be under. Oh my God. So I fat fingered that. Anyways, hopefully you actually took Embiid under because that was supposed to be under. But if not, I apologize. Let's hope Embiid has a good game. Dude, fuck, I fat fingered it. Oh my God. An Underdog, unlike PrizePicks, which is super annoying, most sports books have a cash out option. They don't on Underdog. Fuck, man. Anyways, sorry. It happens sometimes. But anyways, I apologize. I apologize if you took Embiid over. I really do, but shit, man. Sorry. So what we can do is we can move on to PrizePicks next, and then there's some value on Dabble, which is a book, honestly, there haven't been a lot of opportunities on Dabble, but if there are now, we can kind of take a look at Dabble. And PrizePicks has a ton of esports value. If you take a look right here, for example, you take a look at Decenty's line. Look at this shit, bro. You take a look right here. So go to Decenty. And where is it? So I only see combo props. So where's the normal line? Decenty. Under 29.5. Right? So let's check out this play. And we'll get in some esports value, some NBA plays, like lines, the game's end, books start to post odds. Like, you will never see 3-point discrepancies. You will never see 3-point discrepancies for, you'd think it was Taco Tuesday on PrizePicks when you're seeing 3-point discrepancies. Also, fuck Luka, bro. And Karl Anthony Towns. But you can see here, not that many books do esports player props, but PrizePicks has this line at 29.5. Every other book lower. Hot Streak is 3 full points lower with the under favored or juiced. So it's okay, this can be the play we kind of start out on. And then we kind of, what do we want to look at next? So you can see there's already lines coming up for Game 3 of Suns Timberwolves. And honestly, that's not what I was expecting. I was definitely expecting, the Suns are still minus 170 favorites after getting blown out today. They looked horrible. Booker did absolutely nothing. But anyways, you can see here, when was this line posted on Nurkic? They posted this 34 minutes ago, so basically, pretty soon after the game ends. Books start to post lines for the upcoming NBA playoff game, and sometimes there's value. So we have Nurkic, under 2.5 steals plus blocks. He scored points today, and he screwed over our... Dude, we had... I honestly don't even want to talk about it. We had 3 better slips down to Nurkic. $6,000 payout down to Nurkic. Under 24.5 PRAs, and just didn't happen. He was the only person on the Suns who could do absolutely anything. But Nurkic under 2.5 steals plus blocks. But let's see what else there is. I mean, honestly, like, I love esports, and there's some good esports value. But let's see what else is available. So Duncan Robinson under 6.5 points. Nurkic under 2.5 steals plus blocks. You know, do people like fading Nurkic? Anyone have opinions on Nurkic? Nurkic under 2.5 steals plus blocks. And then we had Decenty under 29.5. So we got 2 picks on PrizePicks. What about Derek White? Do people like fading Derek White tomorrow? Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Duncan Robinson. What do people think about Duncan Robinson under 6.5 points? Do people like it? People don't like it. Which is basically 2 threes. But, you know, Duncan Robinson under 6.5 points. So again, like the strategy on PrizePicks is the same as Underdog. You know, you take Robinson to go over, you get a 5x payout, under 5x payout. So we want to take the under because all the books, the entire market has the under favored. So again, all the live stream plays, like, I'm not going to sit here and apologize for every losing day because since I started doing these streams and tracking these plays, we're up 10K. So I'm not going to apologize way too much with every losing play. But we have Duncan Robinson under 6.5 points. And again, like lineups, injuries, is the game going to be a blowout? It's all priced into the market, like all that shit, weather. Like you hear people all the time, oh, it's going to be windy, take the under in this baseball game. Like sportsbooks know that. They're constantly ticking around their odds. You know, all the books have Robinson favored to go under. So just like follow the data, and that's the play we want to be on. What do people think? Robinson under. Anyone have opinions? Spoelstra said they are focusing on making more threes, risky play. PrizePicks has had value 24/7 for the past few days. It is true. I mean, like, anyways, I apologize again for the underdog plays. My last time saying that, but like, they bump things so quick. Sometimes I try to move too quick on these streams when I'm giving out a play because they've been bumping things. But anyways, some people don't like the Robinson play. If you don't like the Robinson play, you don't have to take it. So we have Conley, Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Trey Turner under 1.5 bases, so we can throw in a baseball play. How's Trey been doing? And again, like, obviously, if you don't like this pick, if you're a Phillies fan, whatever, you don't have to include it. I strictly just followed the data, let the math work itself out. All the books have, you know, Trey Turner as a big favorite to go under. But let's see if we can find anything else that's kind of interesting. Also, are any underdogs winning tomorrow? Who do we have? We got Heat Celtics. Dude, they're plus 875 underdogs. What a shit series. And then, I don't know, man. Thunder. If I were a Thunder fan, I wouldn't feel too good, to be honest. But I don't think they look that good. I also think the Pels are good. But I don't have any money line plays yet. Only 2 games tomorrow. Maybe we'll find some money line plays. Celtics, Pelicans win. I agree, man. I don't think the Heat win, but I don't think the I think the fucking Pelicans are scary. I don't know when Zion's supposed to come back, but anyways, what do people think about? There's just so much value on PrizePicks. There's been a lot of value on PrizePicks recently. Underdog's been dry, and there's been value all over PrizePicks. So let's see what we have. And some of these plays I already gave out on Twitter, so I don't want to dwell on them. But this play I do like. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know how the Lakers, Sixers recover, but you got Austin Reeves over. That doesn't mean we're not going to make money betting on the series. Is we have Austin Reeves over 7.5 RAs. And what about Trey Murphy to get a block or Drew to not get a block? So we got 2 different options. Wow, Drew had 2 blocks. You know, he's gone over. What do people think about this? Who's fucking it up? So we got an esports play. Well, now we have 6 picks. We could run a 6-pick entry, or we can get rid of one of these and run a 5-pick entry. So we got Drew to get a block, Reeves under 7.5 RAs, Turner under 1.5 bases, D. Robinson under 6.5 points. I mean, That's scary. But maybe we get rid of it. But if you want to include it, include it. Nurkic under 2.5, steals plus blocks, and decency under 28.5. People are saying, can we see how fat your thumb is? My thumb, I think, is a normal size. I think my thumb is a normal size. But anyways, PrizePicks has pretty shitty betting limits, but I locked in this. And let me just put the link in the chat. And I'll remember to add everything to the live stream tracking sheet here in a bit. Is Reeves over or under? Over. Over 7.5 RAs. Market has him heavily favored to go over, like minus 140 on most of the books. If SGA is hot, the Thunder don't lose. Come on, we got it. Move on. Yo, chill, bro. No, he can get 29 rebounds by himself. What are you talking about? That's good for us then. I mean, we got Reeves. So here's the slip. At home, they barely won. Bro is in love with me. Alex tastes like honey. Bro, these... Oh my God, the chat sometimes. But what we can do is we can move on. And let's try to maybe lock in a Dabble slip. And then we can do some more prize picks. And tomorrow, I don't think I'll have many plays. So let's just... During the day. So I might as well get in the value early. So where's Dabble? And let's get rid of... Where is Dabble? Come on. And let's find some stuff. And again, the more books you use, the better. I mean, never know which of these books is going to have the best lines on a given day. Like Porzingis under 2.5 threes. This play looks incredible on, it looks incredible on Dabble if you use Dabble. The line's not available on PrizePicks, which again is why ideally you're using as many of these books as possible. Like I don't see this play. It's not available on PrizePicks. It's not on Underdog. But unfortunately, there's not a ton of things to pair with it. So maybe we'll build another... Well, actually, yeah, there is. So now we have Herbert Jones over 1.5 made threes, or did they bump it? Did they already bump it, bro? So some of these books are getting a little quicker with their bumps. Underdog especially, but... No. Anyways, let's go here. Let's check it out. Let's see. Herb Jones over 1.5 threes. Is this line still available? No, they removed Herb. So they removed Herb, which seemed to be the best play, and, that kind of sucks for us. So what we can do is we can, try to check out some of these other books, see what's available. And, yeah. So, nothing really crazy on better. What about Fliff? If not, I guess we can do another prize pick slip. I've said this before, but, there's so many sports books. So many sports books. So here's the prize picks play again, but there's so many books, obviously all these books are legal, different states and stuff like that, but FanDuel is a good book. BetMGM is a great book. I love BetMGM. The issue is, they just have really bad betting limits. So I don't place a lot of bets on BetMGM. Miami Heat under 23.5 first quarter team total. You're getting this at plus money on BetMGM, plus 100. Every other book has the under favored. So you're getting a favored team for underdog odds, plus money. Plus 100 is like flipping a coin. Heads, you win 100. Tails, you lose 100. But the coin is weighted in our favor. Every other book has the under favored. So BetMGM has a ton of opportunity. I just don't talk about it a lot on the stream because I'm limited. But there is some good value on FanDuel. This play, let's get rid of. I already gave that out on Twitter. But some of these plays I already gave out on Twitter. But if you use FanDuel, this is the best value currently available. You have Crockett over 6.5 Ks plus 126. But let's do another prize pick slip. I mean, there's value kind of everywhere, but let's do a prize pick slip. So what do people think about fading Derek White? under 13.5 points. You can see FanDuel kind of had him hovering around like minus 125. Now they've ripped him all the way down to minus 150 to go under. So we're already on Nurkic, Turner, Reeves, and Drew. But we'll find some new picks that we can go with. Some new esports plays, stuff like that. Oy, oy, oy. And again, not the best day today, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So Sleeper, there's no value right now. I mean, we were crushing Sleeper, and then today we just went ice fucking cold. Harden under 19. I mean, we were close. What did we have? We had Edwards under 25.5 points. That smacked. And then we had Harden under 19.5, and that was good till like the last minute of the game. But anyways, when I'm betting on esports, I always try to make sure I'm looking at plays where, you want to look at plays ideally where you have multiple data points. So like here for Klaus under 26, like you only have 2 books posting lines. So it's not really clear like, okay, what sportsbook is kind of like screwing up. But anyways, let's see what we have here. So the first play we have is tennis, and this starts in 2 hours or 2.5 hours. And again, like the strategy doesn't change, right? Just follow the fucking data. Trust the market, and you're going to make a lot more money. So if you look here, like, for this tennis game and take the under, I'm not going to screw up the direction again, like on the Embiid play. But like Pinnacle, which is a super sharp book, especially for tennis, they have the under all the way at minus 134. So the under's heavily favored, more likely outcome. That's the play we want to be on. Like, it doesn't matter if you're betting on esports or tennis or whatever. Like, it's the same strategy. Same strategy. So what we can do is let's just build a slip quickly. I've been talking a lot. So let's load something the fuck up, man. And let's lock it in. Over 29, 30 halves, 31 halves. So it's like, okay, that seems solid. And let's get something in. And then some of these plays I already gave out on Twitter, so I just don't want to like talk about them again. Although if you really like them, obviously you can include it in 2 slips. Like this play we actually hit a couple days ago. It just hasn't moved. Like PrizePicks has not budged at all. I mean, we were on Mitchell's over last game, over 4.5 rebounds. It cashed in the first quarter. It was a live stream play. But his under's heavily favored in game 3. And honestly, a little surprising, but the Magic are favored. So the Magic are favored in game 3. I mean, very slight favorites, minus 115. But you can see the market's actually moving towards the Magic. Bet Online opened them at minus 117. They're already down to minus 136. So a little surprising, at least in my opinion. But let's finish off this slip. So Josh Hart under 1.5 threes. What do people think about fading Josh Hart? Josh Hart under 1.5 threes. For a point of reference, throughout the season, he was usually like a minus 170 favorite to go under 1.5 threes. So like, sure, whatever. He's been hot the past 2 games. He's had 4 threes, but that doesn't mean it's going to continue. All players go hot for a bit. What about Trey Murphy blocks? I mean, that's another example. I'm pretty sure Trey had, 3 blocks last game? I was watching the game. He was blocking the shit out of everyone. Yeah, he had 3 blocks last game. He's gone over 3 out of the past 5 games. But again, just trust the market. These are billion-dollar sports books, right? They're really good at setting lines. They're taking bets, moving lines around. They all have him heavily favored to go under. And, so Conley play I already gave out. Mobley play I already gave out. I mean, Bradley Beal assists. Do the Suns stand any fucking chance, bro? So let's take a look. I mean, what are the Suns? Minus 170 in game 3. Down 0-2. Literally got smacked today. Did people like Josh Hart under 1.5 threes? Bro had like 6 last game. The Magic are all banned. They fucking suck. I have $900 riding on Mitchell's under right now. Okay, so we'll skip over Mitchell. And what we can take, do people like Bradley Beal over 5.5 assists? I mean, a little lame because we're going to have to wait till Friday, but what do people think about Bradley Beal? I mean, honestly, like, you know, not the craziest value, but Bradley Beal over 5.5 assists. I mean, again, like, this is like step one to beating the books. Just make sure your plays have value in the market. All the books have Beal heavily favored to go over. Like, that's literally, quite literally what everyone is doing who actually makes money on PrizePicks. That in correlation. So maybe what we'll do, though, is let's skip over that play. Let's try to get some plays for tomorrow and Thursday. I mean, Friday's fucking far. So we have George Niang under half of a steal. Obviously, you'd rather take his under steal as opposed to under and blocks plus steals, right? Like on April 22nd, he had a block last game, so the under would have lost, but he didn't have a steal. So obviously, if you're taking the under, you want to take the under in steals. He had a block last game, so the over here would have won and the under here would have won. Like, it's objectively better to take the under in steals. So PrizePicks is probably fucking that up. Like, I highly doubt that they're intending to do that. So we now have 4 picks, but we need to find a final pick that we can go with. So let's put in Esports. And let's see if there's any other esports plays that we were attracted to. Because there's, what about Kevin Love, points plus rebounds? Let's take a look here. Kevin Love, under 10.5 points plus rebounds. If you look at Kevin Love's line, so let's just take a look. Like, literally every other book, every other fantasy site, you have hundreds of books posting lines. They all have his line at 9.5. So value, again, I can point to every single pick I bet, show why it has value, whatever. That's the goal. So here's the play. Let me put the link in the chat for whoever wants to tail. And here's the play. Anything for Underdog. Cat caught a lifetime ban from me today. Honestly, I don't see any League of Legends right now. At least any League of Legends value. Is League of Legends even going on? It is. There's just there's only one game listed on PrizePicks right now, or 2 games listed on PrizePicks. I honestly haven't seen a ton of League of Legends value recently. Anyways, the link's in the chat for whoever wants to tail. So what we can do now is sometimes PrizePicks has a lot of value. Sometimes they don't. And recently it's had a ton of value. So if you're a PrizePicks bettor and you have good betting limits on PrizePicks, you're probably feeling pretty good right now. But what we want to do is let's see if we can find anything else. Any other plays that we like. So again, like a lot of strikeout value, like here, Joe Ryan, over 6.5 Ks. FanDuel's the only book giving you plus money. Like, this is a no fucking brainer. Pinnacle, which is known to be a very sharp book, they have the over favored, and FanDuel's giving you plus 106. Again, you have hundreds of data points. All these books are moving around lines. Caesars has the over favored, like plus 106 is clear as day. But not a ton of other value right now. So we got in a couple PrizePick slips. An Underdog slip where, again, I'm sorry, I fucked up the Embiid direction. There's some value on FanDuel. But anyways, not a ton of other value. So I'll call it a day for now. I'll be streaming, at some point soon. Not tonight, but some point later this week. So appreciate everyone who tuned in.